It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Jacksonville. It's the Broncos and the Jaguars, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. To the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Mike, when you're grinding away in the midst of training camp, these are the moments that you fantasize about. However, it's no longer a fantasy for either of these two teams. It's their reality, and it's up to them to seize the opportunity in front of them. But for that to happen, a few hours away from heading to the Super Bowl.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. He'll look to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. They motion the slot man left. Back to the air one more time.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback?
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
He'll try to run for it. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
We talked to him earlier in the week, Mike, and he tried to downplay this as just another game, but I think after seeing him on the field during warm-ups, that's gone out the window. You can tell it's starting to set in just how big of an opportunity this really is. They've outlasted every team in the AFC except for the one they're about to face. If they're able to beat them, man, they'll have a chance to do something really special. But for that to happen, they're going to need him to lead the way.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, third down.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Sending a receiver right. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The extra point, up and good. And the Broncos come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to possess the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. 2nd down and 8. Slot receiver, headed right. He'll go left side here and complete this one. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. Up the middle they go. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Throwing now from the... Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd-rounder. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Another try with Brooks. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 39 yards out. His kick is perfect. And the Broncos will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Jaguars offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake filled first half continues. His throw left side is complete. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Slot man. To the air now on 1st and 10. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Jaguars are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. The drive begins with 1st and 10. Walker brought in motion. Now faking the give. He runs with it. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he's going to pick up the 1st down across midfield and down at the 49.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Give inside, it's Brooks. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. He pulls it in around the 5.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, Just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Here's third down and a few inches. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Denver. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 17, Jaguars 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll start out first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Thrown left side. The catch is made. Already close. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. He'll look to throw here on first down. He'll throw it left and has his running back, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down. He'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all.
That is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in the AFC title game as we head downstate to Orlando. And we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers doing battle with the Seattle Seahawks. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl as we hand things back over to Mike Tirico.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that. They're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. This will be a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jags offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one complete right side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They send him right out of the slot. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They work with a 6-point advantage. as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They're going to motion the tight end over here. A throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game. A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The Broncos bringing out their punter. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Man, left side, it's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man, when those two things are on point.
And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
And that's going to be incomplete, but hold on. There is a flag down. Let's see what we've got.
Defense.
So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
We'll start at the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Still on the move. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 96 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Give it up the middle to Brooks. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert in his 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And this one, right down the middle. It's that evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the move, running left, it's Brooks. and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. One of the tight ends motions right. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. A massive play here. Late. Tie game, third down. Walker brought in motion. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. This is intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. First down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll stick to the ground. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And 4th down's coming up. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to grab a late lead. And he has missed this one. No good. And this one is going to remain a tie game.
And you just have to wonder what that'll do to the energy levels on both sidelines. I mean, you got a chance to break the tie here late, but he just can't connect.
The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to win the game. This kick is good. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. As they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy, they are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC.